Welcome back. Long time no see. Today, I wanted to talk about something that's been bothering me for a minute, and that is my own personal motivation. I feel like a lot of the videos that I've released, although they haven't been watched by that many people, I probably come across like this machine that just puts out content and just makes beats. And the truth is, lately I've been struggling with motivation. And I talked about motivation being easy. And motivation is easy for me when it comes to making music. Where I start to struggle with motivation is with the stuff that I don't want to do as much. One of those things is making these YouTube videos. I enjoy making them to a degree, but I know that I'm not as good at this as I am at the beats, and I like to stay inside of a comfort zone to a degree. Another thing is the podcast. I've had so much trouble putting out an episode of the podcast. Sometimes I feel like I don't know what to talk about. Sometimes it's like, well, it doesn't have a whole lot of listeners anyway, so fuck it. And I'm trying so hard to break out of not doing things because I feel like they're not effective enough. Because the truth is, I could be getting hundreds of thousands of views. And if I really felt this way and stood in that mindset, I probably still wouldn't put out content. There's this podcast that I listen to, and I really, really enjoyed it. But the guy, well, it's a man and a woman that does the podcast, they almost never upload. They were going really, really strong for a minute, and then I had messaged the guy on Twitter just saying, I love your podcast. He was like, yeah, thanks, I'm just really busy. I've been working. I think he was going to school or something, and I was like, oh yeah. And as he's been away, his podcast has gotten bigger and bigger and bigger, and the thing is just growing. Apparently, Apple Podcast algorithm looked at this guy and blessed him because his podcast is skyrocketing and he's still not uploading to it. Either because he doesn't know that it's happening, which I doubt, because if he's anything like me, he's obsessed with his analytics, or he just doesn't care. There was a YouTube channel of this woman, I think that she was from Russia. She was actually more on the conservative side, but I liked her regardless. I'm not necessarily on the left or the right. I like to stay on the center, but I really liked her. And she wasn't so far conservative like Confederate flag conservative. She was more conservative in that she was a traditionalist. She also disappeared for the longest time, and I think while she was away, her channel skyrocketed. The YouTube algorithm grabbed one of her videos and did its magic, and she exploded. All of her videos were getting viewed like crazy, but she was nowhere to be found. And when she did come back, it's strange because it just wasn't the same. She had reached a zone prior that I think everybody was really enjoying, and that zone was gone. When she returned, she was returning for the money. She wasn't returning for the passion of actually doing YouTube. And I had to ask myself, why do you make these videos? So recently I've been working with another producer. He had hit me up early. I don't know how long ago, but it's been a while. And he wanted me to help him get started as far as BeatStars and things like that. And he was throwing out all these ideas for things that I could do for YouTube videos, which I asked for. And I was like, well, that's not going to work, and that's not going to work, and fuck these videos. I don't want to do them anyway. And I really had to ask myself, why? Because I do like to be on camera. I like the... It all comes down to I'm not being watched. Not as much as I would like to. And when I figured out that that was the reason, I was able to get my motivation back because it's what a selfish reason. It's people do watch you. Who cares how many of them there are? They've watched you. They've been with you from the beginning. They enjoy your content. What do you need more people for? You don't even nurture the ones that you have. And I don't know if anybody's in a similar boat, but I never cared that nobody at the beginning was listening to my music, because music was my number one passion. But what about your number two passion and your number three passion? What's the motivation in that? For me, it's the fact that there are people that view my content, and they matter just as much as the thousands that will come in if I'm consistent. They matter more because they're here now. So if you are here now, I love you. You don't have to love me back. Fine. But I do love you. Each and every one of you. Even the ones that I've been snippy with. But, yeah. If you're having motivation issues, just really peel back the layers of where it's stemming from. Why are you having the motivation issues? And maybe you still won't be motivated. But be honest with the people around you, and in my case, the people around me are you guys, about the truth. I think that we all try to present this perfect version of ourselves, and that just exacerbates the problems that we have, when we're away from the screen. Because now we have to keep up all this face of productivity or money or bitches, whatever it is that you're trying to put out to the world. And you have to put yourself out there. And that's the most genuine thing that you can do. That's the thing that people are going to respond to the most. I know, even when I've talked to people in messages, I talk like I'm this, well, you just need to do it, and just do it the way that I did it, and do it the way that I didn't spend anything, I didn't do that. And it's like, you're coming across like you're selling something, and you're not even fucking selling anything. Why all of a sudden do you talk like you're a salesman? You're trying to sell something that you want. I heard this quote. I'm gonna close it out with this. I really liked it. It was, behind every cynic is a disappointed idealist. That's probably not the exact quote, and I don't quite remember who said it. It was somebody that was fired from Facebook and Google. But anyway, hopefully you guys aren't having motivation issues, but if you are, and this video is of some help for you, if you could subscribe to the channel and hit the like button, I would absolutely adore you forever. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you for giving me the motivation when I need it, for being here and for watching this. Thank you for everything that you do on a daily basis to enhance the life of somebody else, because whether you feel like it or not, you do, probably every day, and you probably also don't notice. So with that, I'm out of here. Thank you guys for watching. Bye. P.S. I have a new website, leahjude.com. So check it out. I put a lot of work into it. A friend helped me get the domain, and by help me get the domain, a friend got me the domain. You know who you are if you're watching this. Thank you. I really appreciate it. leahjude.com.